Yo, what is absolutely good, my calisthenics gang? So in this video, I'm going to be going over, kind of like the best equipment that you can buy for a home gym. If you're just looking to get something on a budget, or just maybe you just don't really want to go crazy out, or all out, and you don't really want to go to a gym. So I'm going to be showing you a lot of equipment that you can buy. Some of them are quite cheap, and then some of them, if you're on a little higher budget, are a little more expensive. So without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. All right, so coming up at number 1, we have the good old rings. Now you can do so much on these. I would say that if you're on a budget, like a severe budget, you literally only need rings, and you can work pretty much every single muscle in your body besides your legs, of course. So you can, for example, if you want to work abs, I'm not sure if this is going to be in frame, but you can just hold an L-sit. Or if you want to raise them up a little bit and do this exercise, like leg lifts, you can definitely do that. You can do pull-ups on them, you can do dips. And I personally like to do my dips on there because it works your stability muscles in your shoulders. So you're going to get more than just working your chest and frontal delts, because it's going to work your stability muscles for just anything like dumbbell presses or anything like that. So these are a really great item, and they only come in at about $50 depending on where you buy them. You could probably even get them for a little bit less. And then if you want super high quality ones, obviously you can buy them for more. But yeah, that's the rings. All right, and now for our second item, that's gonna be some parallel bars. So these come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. So I'll start with the biggest one first. So these brand new are around $210, which are not very cheap, obviously. But I got these on Facebook Marketplace, and they had pretty much never been used, and I got them for like literally $100, and I think we talked them down to like 80. So these are really great for dips, and you can raise them up to another level to where this is about up here. And that's really great for doing dips, or maybe something that you can't do on this, but I personally like to keep it here. But these are really great for if you want to do some dips, or you want to do an L-sit, or things like that. Or I even use this for my front lever training. I do front levers on these all the time, as you can see from my last video about front lever training. So next is these. So you could probably literally build these for less than $20. So this is sort of the medium-sized one. This is pretty much works the same as this, except you can't really do dips. And they function pretty much the same as the small ones. So as you can see, this kind of broke on mine, but that was after having these for like literally 10 years. So you can pretty much do literally anything that you can imagine on these. And they're just really great to have. You can work handstand push-ups, all that jazz. You could probably even do dips. You just have to modify it a little bit. You could put it on a higher surface, but yeah. So for the next one, we have these guys. I love these guys a lot. I use these a ton. So these are really great for if you're just training, handstands, or you want something that maybe isn't so big and you can just move around, or you could take it traveling with you if you're traveling somewhere and you need to, work out. So I use these a lot for handstands, handstand push-ups, and then I would use these for my planche training all the time, because they're just really easy to use. They're really portable, and you can get some pretty deep push-ups with these. These came in at around $30, $35, so not too pricey at all, and they look great. All right, so for the next item that you're gonna wanna have for your calisthenics home gym is a doorway pull-up bar. So this was the first pull-up bar that I had. You just kind of attach it to your door frame, and this part goes on top of your door frame. I built a little metal contraption that kind of holds it in so that it doesn't fall off. But this is very useful for getting in your pull movements. You can work front lever on this and pretty much really anything that you desire. But also if you have these, you can pretty much do the same thing with them, except you can't really do pull-ups on that, but you can do front lever training. And if you want, you can get a pull-up bar like me, which is pretty much, or you can get a pull-up bar like the one I have, and it pretty much attaches to your ceiling. And you can do pull-ups on it, obviously. And I bought it from, I think, Titan for right around $60, $65. So it's not really that expensive. if you're just looking for a pull-up bar, and it has a lot of room too. So that's it for the pull-up bar. All right, so for our next item, we have the weight vest. So you don't have to get this particular model because this one was around $200, so obviously not very cheap. But I saw some on Amazon for like literally $50, and you can get those. And these are gonna be really useful for my calisthenics athletes out there that are a little more advanced. And you know, regular push-ups and pull-ups are starting to get a little bit too easy for them. So in order to get a good stimulus, they're gonna need to use that. So it's just a really great accessory to have, and that's probably gonna last me for years before I'm able to do 20 pull-ups with the full weight in that thing. So yeah. All right, so for the next item, we have resistance bands. Woo! These things are literally like the thing that you have to have whenever you're training calisthenics. So these help so much with plunge training, they help so much with front lever training, and they even just help with regular things like push-ups and pull-ups. And when you fatigue yourself, or maybe you can't do enough that your program asks you to, then you can use these and you can hook them up, and then you can use them, and it makes it a lot easier. So this pack, I'm actually not sure exactly how much it was. I'll put the price up on screen right now. It's probably nothing crazy. I would assume it's right around anywhere from the $50 to $100 range. You can get yourself this full set. I think this was from Hat Bear. Yeah, so it's from Hat Bear, and they're just really great to have. So I would recommend getting them. All right, now for our last and final item, we just have regular dumbbells. So these are gonna be very useful for my friends out there that, you know, wanna add a little bit of weightlifting into their program. They don't necessarily want it to be all calisthenics. You can do a lot of stuff on here with weightlifting. You can do curls, you can do overhead presses, you can, if you have a bench or literally even a chair, you could do shoulder presses, you could do bench press, like literally on the floor if you have to, if you don't have a bench. So it's just a really great way to, you know, build some muscle, you know, just add that little extra bit of weightlifting into your workouts if you know, want to put on some extra mass or something like that. So these are a really great thing to have in your gym, and I would recommend getting them. So yeah. All right, so this is the full list of everything that you're going to want to buy. These are just my recommendations. Obviously, you can pick any of these items that I recommended, but this is just what I would recommend. So if you have a budget of $50 or under, I would just recommend getting gymnastics rings. You can get those anywhere from $20 to $50, but for good ones, it's probably going to cost you about $30. So your total is going to be about $30. If you have a budget of $100 to $150, then you're going to want to buy some gymnastics rings, some resistance bands, and a weight vest. A weight vest, it really depends on which one you buy. I've seen them for $40 up. I just did some research. But the better ones with more weight are tending to going to be maybe anywhere from 90 up, 90 to 200. So that's going to cost you at the least about $97. So if you have a higher budget and you're willing to spend more money, then you're going to want to buy everything that I recommended in this video. And obviously, if you have even more money, you can buy even more stuff. But this is just kind of a cheap, just relatively good setup. So you're going to want to buy the gymnastics rings, the resistance bands, the weight vest, and weights, parallel bars, and a pull-up bar. Now for the hand weights, those can go anywhere from really $100 and up. If you get them off of Facebook Marketplace, you could probably get them for around $100, maybe even less, but that's going to be pretty hard to snatch, and up to $600 based on what kind of weights you're buying and where you're buying them from. Now, the pull-up bar, anywhere from really $30 to $60 depending on which one that you buy, but this is going to end up costing you a total of about $500 and above. That is it for this video, guys. If you liked this video and you want to see more like it, make sure to comment that down below. You know, spit some recommendations at me, you know, what you kind of want to see. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.